How you doing? Hope you're well. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday morning walk and chat. A bit changeable this morning. A few drops of rain. Looks quite like it's going to stay dry for a bit anyway. Let's see. I don't know if some of the later guys who've been watching these videos have caught my early videos. I'm not suggesting you do. They're quite bad. Not that these are much better. I know the audio. Still working the audio. I did have a couple of sets of Bluetooth microphones that just keep letting me down. And as my wife will testament, with sort of one area of weakness that I've got to still work on is technology. It still triggers me. I can master mine at controlling most things, and I'm pretty adept at doing most things, but technology still, it's not robust. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, last night I experienced one of these frustrations while trying to log in with a password I knew worked. I'm sure you've all been there. My wife reminded me that I was starting to get a bit mardy, but yeah, that's an area I've got to work on, and that's why these gadgets such as microphones that work fine, I try them, just pack up in the field. I don't know why, but I digress. Anyway, in those earlier videos, a couple of times, maybe 3 or 4, a few more today maybe, I mentioned that one of the biggest passions in life is that I play bass guitar. I'm in a band with 5 others, and we play high energy music. It's hard to put us in a genre because we write our own stuff, and it's a cross between sort of funk, jazz, blues, a little bit of rock. Stuff that's designed to make you want to move, upbeat. And the guy I'm in the band with, I'm the daddy. These guys are all in the late 20s, 30, 31. Beautiful bunch of souls, absolutely beautiful. We've been together now, best part of 2 years. Been gigging about 12 months. So we meet every Monday to rehearse. So we know each other's really well, or have got to know each other's really well. And being around those 30-year-olds reminds me of when I was going around that time. See, when I was 30, that was far different to how I am now. And chasing success, life, trying to figure it out. When I was 30, I'd got 4 children. Yeah. So financially, energy as well. It takes a lot of energy. But these guys I'm with, they're just trying to figure life out as best they can. For what they believe will make them happy. And one of the guys his relationship is broken down, and it's obviously very sad. And I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago, pretty much fresh after it happened, and he was a very low ebb, really low. We got talking, and it felt like this several times in his life, and it led him to real mental torment, as I know myself. I have been there. But he was suffering, and still is suffering, because of our attachment. See, Nothing's permanent. That reed warbler. They were there somewhere. But moment by moment, everything's changing. Been coming over here 2.5 years, walking around here, and I see the change in the seasons, and I pretty much come every weekend. The change of the season, and how the ground changes and the landscape changes, and how it returns the following season. But it's never the same. So everything is changing. And some things, sometimes, if you like, those changes we think are not serving us. And with good reason to, for the hurt and torment we feel at the events that can happen. But because of this constant change that's happening, if we place our happiness or our reasons to be happy on things, and things change, then we'll be in a state of happiness and sadness to have lost those things that we were relying upon to make us happy. And if we rely on our partner for our happiness, and we place our happiness above anything else, if that person leaves us, we'll have a great big void of happiness, because we've relied but enjoyed and experienced the happiness that person has given us. See, I've been with my wife for 28 years. I love her dearly, absolutely dearly, balls to bone. But I don't base my happiness on a moment by moment basis on that relationship. And sure, we have some fantastic times. We laugh pretty much all the time. There's lightness and love, and it's lovely. But if I were to lose that, my happiness is under my control, and that event that you would react to is under my control. So you can't attach your happiness to things or people. This little beautiful one here, Dorothy. She's 4.5. Beautiful. I know there'll come a time, the next 15 years for sure, where she'll be gone. And why? Coming on walks with her makes me extremely happy. It's lovely. I have to accept that things will change, and my happiness, and what I base my happiness on, is in constant flux. So you've got to work on your own happiness on a moment by moment basis. If we rely on things, you're just looking for that thing, the next thing to make you happy. It's just pick any moment into that a day, just be still and silent, and feel in your heart all that you've got to be grateful for. You won't think of it all, you'll think of 2 or 3 things. But those, you'll just feel the lift in your heart. It's lovely. It makes you smile inside. And the more often you do that, the consistency, if you're doing that throughout the day, just catch those moments. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. I promise you. It's like anything. Yeah. Just tell yourself, yeah, I am loved. I am loving. I see beauty in everything. Everything is working for my greater good. Nothing's too good for me. Where you going? Trying to wade through there, look. Just find the lightness in life. I often, especially now when I'm making these videos, analyse the sort of bits in my life that made me start doing certain things that have brought back these changes. And around about 2007, I think it was, 2008, we started, my brother's fault actually, he gave us a Peter Kay stand-up DVD, me and my wife to watch. We watched it, we cried through it. It was fantastic. The joy and the happiness and laughter. Oh. So we started watching more stand-up comedians. Lee Evans, Lee Mack, Vicky Flanagan, Tom Stade, Dara Brain, Ricky Gervais, Jim Jeffries, the list. Oh, there's some fantastic ones. And we watch them more and more. We watch them once, watch them several times. And what you find is, what we found certainly, that we started using some of the observational comedy that these guys use in their acts to sort of inject lightness and laughter into our daily lives. When the kids were growing up, they pick up on these little phrases, and as soon as they're old enough, we let them watch the DVDs, because we felt that the lightness and the way of dealing with everyday little nuances in family homes were always lightened, with often a trying to think of the word, often a humorous view of the situation. But I digress. These are the things that I've used to lighten my life, to make my happiness, make my state on a moment basis sweet. Sure, I can laugh and I enjoy being happy and laughing, but in the silences between doing things, just feel and just pick a few things to think about or look and appreciate the beauty. Just appreciate in everything. Look at that. Not trying to be, it's just beautiful. It just is. There's so much, but we're thinking all the time. We're not living and enjoying that moment. I know it can be difficult to find those moments, but you'll find them if you want to. Yeah. Well, end this now, but just have a think about how beautiful it's just to be able to stand, see, hear, smell, touch. Just chill out. Take it easy. Because I certainly am. Look after yourselves. And catch you soon. Bye bye now.